Hey tubers, Scrooge here. That's right, it's Power Mac time. So let's see if these apples are really worth the squeeze. All right, so like I said in some of my other videos, I picked these up from my new friend Tim. He's over at his printing company. He does shirts and hats and posters and backdrops and all sorts of stuff. All sorts of neat stuff. Got to go check out his shop, so that was absolutely cool. But so I want to know what's inside of these. You can Google as much as you want, but I tell you what, until you get your hands on one, you see one in real life, or you talk to people who have real life experience with these, then Google is just basically just covers just what they are, not what they can do. And a lot of people love them, some people hate them, some people these are triggering. You used to have to go into your office every day and turn this thing on. And so yeah, let's see what's inside there. So we're first going to start with the silver one. Some people called it a mirror Mac. It doesn't really have a mirror finish on the front, but I'm assuming that's just a generic name for it. But let's see what's in this guy. I'm not sure. Like I said, I picked all these up, and I'm pretty sure that it was just, you know, instead of getting thrown out, they upgraded. So it's important where you pick up your scrap from, because if you pick these up out of the street, out of the rain, there's no way they're going to work. But I tell you what, if you pick them up from a company where they've had them stored in the back of their storage unit or whatever really nicely, they come out. Look how nice and clean that is. The battery even looks just pristine in there. And yeah, I know you pull them, but I'm just waiting a minute. I'm keeping an eye on them. I'm making sure that nothing's going to happen and they're not leaking nothing, because I don't know. I don't know what programs I'll lose if I pull that out. I'm not a computer tech. I'm a scrap guy. But I also am knowledgeable enough to know that sometimes things are worth more than their scrap value. That's right. Because, guys, you'll have aluminum right here. You have steel on the case. You'll have some gold fingers out of your RAM slots. And some more out of your video cards and whatever else. But there is not really a lot of gold. And I know there's going to be a pretty nice slot style CPU right here. In fact, it's hiding underneath right there. So yeah, I mean, it's got some stuff, it's got some things, it's got some activities, but really, is it really worth cracking this apple open? I mean, I'm not sure. So for you guys that know anything about it, looks like it's got 2 hard drives, looks like it's all set up, powers up nicely. Not too much dust. I mean, this is really just what it is. There's not much at all. And everything looks clean and pristine in this guy. So I'm not sure. I'll give you one more look at it like this. See if you guys can help me out. I know that numbers count for the computer world. I just, sometimes my phone don't want to work with me. There we go. I don't know if that number is helpful for anybody. Probably not. They're probably all shaking your heads right now like, Scrooge, dude, what are you doing? Well, I'm sorry. This is why I put this stuff online, so that then we can work together to figure it out. So that is that one. That's the silver one. That's the one that everybody calls the mirror edition on it. Clean, nice, looks great. So here's the blue one. I'm not sure what version this is, what name they call this one, but this one's got a different power button than the other one here. So I don't know what style that is, if it's different, if I need to give you a back shot of it so maybe you guys can identify it that way. I'm not sure. You can pause it right there maybe. Let's see if we get in there. And there's that. So you guys can pause it and check out the number if you want. That's up to you. I know that these used to have little locks in the back of them. Yeah. So if you ever get one off the street and this little pin is pulled back here, they used to put a little lock inside there. Sometimes they'd have bicycle locks wrapped around them in high school. If you guys were ever in high school with these like I was, then you know that they used to lock them up because people used to crack these suckers open. And I don't even know if e-waste was a big thing back then, but I tell you what, I know free RAM cards were. So yeah. So this is the next one. It's got some stuff in it. It's got a little, looks like a little smaller heatsink on a little different CPU. It doesn't even look like it's a slot CPU. It looks like it's gonna be a hopefully a decent little AMD of some kind. I'm not sure if they run AMD, or I'm pretty sure they don't run IBM in here. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. This could be a Hackintosh. No, it's not. Look at it. It's perfectly clean, pristine. Everything's nice. The battery looks just great inside there. It's got a couple slot cards. Yeah, look at that gold on there. Oh, you guys, it's just terrible. It's not a lot, but I tell you what, it's hard for Scrooge to pass up some gold. Okay. You got some tantalum caps in there. And all sorts of gold corner BGAs are nice, and IC chips are nice. And you know, if there's a board with tantalum on it, guys, you can pretty much bet that the chips are going to be pretty decent all throughout this board, especially that guy right there. I mean, I'm hoping that there's going to be some gold in that Motorola. I really am. But you know, this is part of scrapping, I guess, is determining whether or not it's really worth cracking open. And this guy only has one hard drive in it right at the moment. Doesn't look like it had a second one, but looks like it's set up to have a second one if somebody was so inclined to do so. Here's another shot of another number, numbers and letters everywhere. So that's that one. It looks nice. It's got 4 RAM sticks on it. It's got a little bit of gold for me to get. But I tell you what, if something is worth more than its scrap value, then maybe you guys should take a second and check it out. Let's look over at the third one here. And as I open this up, I know you guys don't want to hear it, but hey, if you guys are new to my page and you're learning something new, then please hit that subscribe button. Help me keep getting this stuff, getting it open for you guys, and finding amazing stuff like this. This is great. We got another slot style CPU in this one. I'm assuming I see that green board down there, so I'm assuming that it's a slot style processor, and everybody's gonna go, duh, Scrooge. Well, you know, that's what we're here for. And there's a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's a Dallas chip. It looks pretty high. Dallas chips, you'll see them, you'll hear people talk about them. It took me a minute to figure out what they were, but they actually just have a coil of copper inside of them. And usually they're really tall, really thick like that guy there. I don't know if they continue to use Dallas switches later. I have no idea. But you can see that, you know, you got some silver crystal oscillators. You got some tantalum capacitors right there. More tantalum capacitors down here, more here. Man, there's a lot of stuff to be had if you're a micro scrapper. There sure is. Oh, and look at that. Look at that gold band oscillator right there. That's my favorite, guys. I love them gold band oscillators, and I tell you what, they are just the bee's knees in my book. You don't find them a lot, but they sure are worth keeping. They sure are. So that's the other one. This, again, has another card. The battery looks clean and pristine. You guys might not be able to see it on here with my big old finger in the way, but that one looks sharp. Looks just sharp. And I don't know what to do with them, guys. Help me out. Help me out. Come in. Drop them comments. For you new guys, you know, they stick around. I usually keep a hold of my stuff for a while in case there's any issues or anything like that. Because, yes, Scrooge don't take no stolen gold. So, yeah, just hit up those comments. Just be sitting around for a minute until if nobody's interested in answering or knows anything about these guys, then they're just going to go to my scrap heap. And I know people are out there just twitching, and other scrappers. I know you other scrappers out there are just cheesing, waiting for me to crack these open. And so am I, honestly. To be honest, it sure is taking up a lot of shop. It is. Oh yeah, I got iMac back there, all in one. Some monitors. Oh, and for you guys, come back the next time. And we'll see what's in that G5 there. That thing is a beast. That thing is heavy as all get out. And we got a couple more. We got some G3s here. Yeah, for you Mac people, man, we got some G3s. I call this one a vertical and this a horizontal. I know the names are different, but that's just what I'm calling them because I can remember it. Oh, and I got some Emacs, fellas. That's right, we got them, and we're gonna crack into them too. And tons of accessories. Oh yeah, so much activities. I know you can't see it in here, but this is chocked full of Apple accessories that we're gonna get to. So with that being said, I'm trying not to make you dizzy. For you guys that want to check out that G5 coming up, stick around, hit that button, and for all you returning viewers, Thank you. You guys drop them comments. I love it. And for my wife, I love you. For my kids, go wash your face.